Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1973 Smith Corona Galaxie 12 vintage portable typewriter. We'll show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And above that are the margins. You just push them down and move them like this. I'm going to set this one around 0 to 2, this one around 75. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, there's a switch right here. You flip that back 1, it skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep it on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. You flip that all the way down. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it on top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon. So now we're going to put it down for red. Very nice typing machine. I haven't typed on one of these in a while. I was actually pretty surprised on how nice this types, and it sounds really good. It's not super loud. It just kind of has that high-pitched chipper type of sound, and it's smooth. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. Flip it forward and unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier, load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before we load the next page or else it won't load correctly. We're going to put these down for now. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side works good. To the left of that is the touch control, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. The lower you go, you don't have to hit the keys as hard for them to print. So for faster typers, I just go hard, go high. And for me, I'm used to typing on a computer, so you don't have to hit them as hard when you're on low. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a block, so you can't type past it unless you hit that MR, and it will allow you to go all the way to the end. Go ahead and switch that up to black. And this is the MR. I'm not sure if they were able to see that because I have my camera angle different tonight. So you might not be able to see everything, but that's okay. Power space, a cool function on this is a power space. So right here on the top right next to the keyboard, like that. It's like a machine gun. It just spaces all the way to the end as far as you want to go. And on the top is the tab function. Right now we should have one set right there in the middle. And we're going to go ahead and clear that by hitting that clear button to the right. Go back to the beginning and hit it all the way to the end. It causes a little bit of damage to you. Not really, it's just wear and tear on your typewriter. So we're going to set one in the middle so that next time you hit that, it doesn't cause the wear and tear on your typewriter. And another cool function of this machine that no other typewriter really has is this all keys down button. So say you type 2 keys at the same time, they get stuck up there. You type that all keys down button, it brings them down. Hood slides to the front to open, and all the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right. And if you want to switch that direction, there's a little switch behind the left spool here. You push it back, it pulls to the left. Push it forward, it pulls to the right. That's the direction we want it to go. On the right side of the carriage is the carriage lock. You pull it all the way up and it'll lock in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bounce around causing damage. To unlock it, you just push the carriage to the left, to the right. This is the carriage release, got one on each side, and this is the one thing I always talk about that I don't like about these typewriters is these carriage release levers. They're really easy to use and comfortable when they work, but they do break because they're made out of plastic. So a lot of times you'll get these without any carriage release. So I've designed them and 3D print them, but these two are the originals on this model, so they're still in good condition. But if you have one and you need some new ones, they don't make them anymore, so I 3D print them and have them in my shop. So on this side, if you push in the knob and you turn the knob, it'll disable the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space, and the same concept with this lever on the inside here. You push it down and it'll disable the spacing. You push it up and you get those clicks, and that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.